The roots of human civilization stretch back over 6,000 years to a place steeped in ancient history. Yes, we're talking about Egypt, or more accurately, ancient Egypt, the times of pharaohs and their coveted treasures. But what if we told you that the treasures of this ancient world aren't just locked in textbooks and documentaries? What if you could walk among them? More than 8,000 years later, in the heart of Egypt as we know it today, just 2 kilometers from the pyramids of Giza, lies your portal to ancient Egypt, the Grand Egyptian Museum. Spanning over 120 acres, it's set to become the world's largest archaeological museum. And with a $1 billion investment, it'll house over 100,000 ancient relics, including every one of the 5,300 treasures unearthed from King Tutankhamun's tomb. Yes, every single one. What stories could these objects tell? Calling the Grand Egyptian Museum just a museum feels a tad wrong, as it's a bridge between ancient glory and modern wonder. It's where you won't just see history, you'll feel it. The Grand Egyptian Museum's design, perfectly aligned with the pyramids, merges the ancient glory of Egypt with the innovation of the future. Stepping inside, you won't just learn about history, you'll feel it in every artifact and every display. And here's something to think about. What secrets might still be waiting to be discovered among the 100,000 relics of ancient Egypt? The ones that didn't make it to the museum? Could there be artifacts that have never been seen by the modern world? Now, you might think that with all this grandeur, the Egyptian government would be eager to see it completed as soon as possible, but the road to completion has been anything but smooth. The road to completion has been long and full of twists, political upheaval, economic hurdles, and even a global pandemic, but the wait will be worth it. And now the world is about to witness something spectacular. The museum is now 99% finished and gearing up for its grand opening in late 2024. When it finally opens, the Grand Egyptian Museum is expected to attract millions of visitors from around the globe. Designed by the award-winning Hennigan Penn architects, the building is as impressive as the ancient artifacts it'll house. Plans for the museum were first set in motion back in 1992, when then-President Hosni Mubarak designated the site near the pyramids. However, construction didn't begin until 2012, 9 years after Hennigan Penn won an international design competition. By 2015, the museum's concrete shell was completed, and an opening was initially projected for 2018. Setbacks pushed the date further. However, the project's first major success was moving the 82-ton statue of Ramses II to the Grand Egyptian Museum in 2018. For centuries, Egypt's pyramids and treasures have amazed the world. But the old Egyptian Museum in Cairo couldn't properly showcase its rich history. Overcrowded and dimly lit, it was clear Egypt needed a new space to honor its heritage. And it had to be in Egypt, not spread out through Europe or the US. Today, the Grand Egyptian Museum's huge exhibition spaces explore Egypt's religion, rulers, and society, giving visitors an immersive experience. Huge statues and rare treasures are on display, with views of the pyramids in the distance. Adding a touch of the 21st century, virtual reality exhibits and climate-controlled rooms help preserve artifacts that have survived for over 3,000 years. The creation of the Grand Egyptian Museum was also a massive collaborative effort involving experts from around the world. From structural engineers to lighting specialists, every detail of the museum was meticulously planned to create an immersive experience for visitors while preserving Egypt's ancient legacy. Although the museum isn't fully open yet, it did have a soft opening, allowing limited access. Guided tours led visitors through the main hall and the iconic grand staircase, where around 70 artifacts are on display. Upon entering, the first thing to capture your attention is an atrium featuring a water display shaped like the ancient Egyptian hieroglyph for water, blending ancient symbolism with modern design. Then comes the world's first hanging obelisk from the reign of Ramses II. For the first time in history, visitors can walk beneath it and admire the intricate carvings that have been hidden for centuries. The word Egypt is written in dozens of languages on it as well. Passing through a pyramid-shaped entrance, visitors arrive at the grand atrium, mirroring the halls of ancient temples. At its center stands a granite statue of Ramses the Great, previously displayed at Cairo's train station. Twice a year, on his birthday and coronation day, the sun aligns perfectly with his face, echoing the same solar phenomenon seen at Abu Simbel. As you ascend the Great Staircase, the towering statues of Egypt's most powerful rulers, Senusret III, Amenhotep III, Akhenaten, and Queen Hatshepsut, seem to tell their stories. With each step, you're walking through Egypt's royal past, and at the top, through the 108 steps, breathtaking views of the pyramids await. What makes this experience unique is the artistic layout of the statues. You'll find Hatshepsut and Thutmose III side by side, subtly reminding visitors of their shared and sometimes complicated legacy. Beyond the first landing are statues and architectural elements, the spiritual connections between the pharaohs and their gods, donated by various rulers to adorn their temples. Highlights include the impressive naos of Ramses II, which resembles a miniature rock-cut temple. At the top, visitors enter the Journey to Eternity exhibit, where massive sarcophagi like that of Princess Nitocris showcase Egypt's deep connection to the afterlife. As the museum moves closer to its full unveiling, it's not just an exhibition space, but a revolution in how Egypt presents its history to the world. Housing over 50,000 artifacts, including the complete collection of King Tutankhamun's treasures, many of these items have never been displayed in full before. Visitors will be able to see Tutankhamun's golden throne, amulets, and his iconic burial mask, offering a new perspective on the boy king's life and legacy. However, the Grand Egyptian Museum isn't just focused on displaying artifacts, it's also home to one of the largest conservation centers in the world. Already, 40,000 items, including Tutankhamun's armor and linen tunics, have been restored. The museum's research hub, equipped with cutting-edge technology, will push the boundaries of Egyptology, giving visitors a rare chance to see ancient craftsmanship up close. Additionally, the museum will showcase two of Pharaoh Khufu's boats, once buried alongside the Great Pyramid. These ancient vessels, believed to be part of Khufu's journey to the afterlife, offer visitors a tangible connection to the spiritual beliefs that shaped Egypt's civilization. With almost $1 billion in funding and the expertise of Egypt's military engineers, the museum represents a significant collaboration between Egypt's past and future. Beyond its educational and archaeological impact, the Grand Egyptian Museum is set to inspire future generations of Egyptian scholars. Egyptologist Monica Hanna believes the Grand Egyptian Museum will revolutionize how Egypt's history is studied, while international partnerships are already advancing the field of Egyptology. That was what was on the inside. Now, if we take a look outside, the museum's front, it's not just beautiful, it also reflects Egypt's rich history. Made from local materials, it features 7 pyramids, which hold great significance in Egyptian culture. The eastern front is 46 meters high and over 800 meters long, divided into 3 sections, 2 of which have 3 pyramids each. This design connects Egypt's ancient past to its present. The use of light in the design represents a bridge between earth and sky, creating a magical atmosphere. A special transparent pyramid faces north toward the Giza Plateau, symbolizing Egypt's lasting impact throughout history. The Grand Egyptian Museum's exterior was constructed by Egyptian workers using materials sourced from local areas. It features beautiful Egyptian marble from Sinai, similar to what was used in ancient temples. As visitors approach, they'll see cartouches displaying the names of Egypt's famous kings, inviting them to explore the history within. Originally, the museum was planned with a modern metal design, but this idea was changed, and the best part is that this decision saved millions and ensured the museum honors its heritage. The front was completed in 3 months at a cost of $20 million, showcasing the talent of Egyptian craftsmen. The Grand Egyptian Museum is built into both the valley and the plateau, carefully integrating the natural landscape. The museum never rises above the Giza Plateau. A translucent stone veil wraps the building, shifting its appearance from day to night, creating an architectural edge that frames the desert and the Nile Valley below. The design also incorporates sight lines that visually connect the museum to the 3 pyramids, allowing visitors to experience the pyramids from within the museum, offering a breathtaking view when they reach the gallery level. One of the main attractions of the Grand Egyptian Museum could very easily be Tutankhamun: The Immersive Experience, a captivating show that utilizes vibrant projections and surround sound to vividly recount the story of Tutankhamun. The experience begins with the creation of the gods and follows the young pharaoh throughout his life and legacy, making it an engaging experience for all, especially for those with some prior knowledge of ancient Egypt. The Grand Egyptian Museum also houses a children's museum, conference and education facilities, a conservation center, and extensive gardens, as well as various shops, guided tours, and exhibits. The Grand Egyptian Museum is more than just a building. It's a billion-dollar declaration of Egypt's enduring legacy. When the museum fully opens, visitors will be stepping into 7,000 years of history, with a glimpse into Egypt's glorious past and an eye towards its future. But we're not just here to talk about ancient relics. So now let's talk about the construction behind this masterpiece. With an 800-meter-long translucent stone wall, rising up to 40 meters high in some places, this architectural feature literally glows in the Egyptian sun, creating a stunning visual link between the past and the future. But it doesn't stop there. Beneath the ground, there's an entire world being built, a state-of-the-art conservation and energy center, It's all underground, housing laboratories for cleaning, cataloging, and restoring ancient artifacts. The underground construction not only blends seamlessly with the landscape, but ensures security and optimal preservation for the treasures inside. What's even cooler is the underground tunnel system, which is 220 meters long, connects these conservation facilities to the main museum. This allows artifacts to be transported securely and even provides an emergency escape route. It's like an ancient treasure vault, but in 21st century style. And how can we forget the museum's main structure? It's designed to last 100 years and is packed with all sorts of engineering innovations. We're talking structural, civil, and geotechnical expertise from top-tier firms, who made sure the museum could withstand both the test of time and the harsh desert environment. The creation of the museum was no easy feat, as over 25 million construction hours went into its creation, with 6,000 workers on site. So when you walk into the Grand Egyptian Museum, you realize that this project is more than a museum. It's a landmark that's pushing the boundaries of engineering, architecture, and even Egyptology. If you're as excited about the Grand Egyptian Museum as we are, let us know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more.